March energy update, the healing surge, and timeline jumps. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you've been feeling off, if it's been feeling like things are speeding up and slowing down at the same time, or if you're suddenly questioning everything all over again, congratulations, you're totally tapped into March's energy shift. This month is a recalibration, and I'm breaking down exactly what's happening, why you're feeling the way that you are, and how to navigate it so that you can come out feeling aligned, clear, and empowered. Let's get into it. Number one, self-care versus self-soothing. Know the difference. Let's be real. Most people think self-care is bubble baths, binging Netflix, or grabbing that treat that you think you deserve. But here's the thing. That's self-soothing, not self-care. Self-soothing is numbing or distracting. Self-care is nourishing and restoring. Right now, March's energy is forcing people to see where they've been using coping mechanisms instead of actually restoring and rejuvenating and healing. If you're feeling extra drained, irritated, or emotional, it's because your nervous system is overloaded. And it's overloaded from trying to patch up wounds instead of addressing them at their core. This month, ask yourself, am I feeding my nervous system or am I just sedating it? What actually makes me feel recharged instead of just escaping? Because March is here to disrupt the habits that are keeping you from real healing. Number two, slow down to speed up. Feeling stuck? Like everything is dragging and you're not making any progress? Don't worry, that's a lie that your mind is just telling you. We've been programmed to believe that faster equals better. But in energy work, stillness is where the biggest shifts happen. Imagine a caterpillar in a cocoon. Outside, it looks like nothing's happening. But inside, it's completely dissolving and rebuilding into something new. This is what's happening for us this month. Your body, your mind, and your energy field are restructuring. But if you keep forcing movement, you'll burn out before transformation completes. So what can you do? Give yourself permission to just pause, stop, take a break. Don't force breakthroughs. Allow them to just arrive. Trust that the integration happens in silence, not in the pushing. March is a lesson in surrender. The more you resist, the longer you'll stay in limbo. Number three, jumping timelines. Emotional whiplash. One day, you're on fire, totally aligned, feeling unstoppable. The next, you're questioning everything, doubting yourself, feeling like you've lost all progress. This is not regression. This is timeline jumping. What's happening is you're shifting between old patterns and new potentials. Your energy field is releasing old, outdated programming, and your nervous system is adjusting to the higher frequency. The key is to not let it mean anything. Stop freaking out every time you feel off a bit. It doesn't mean that you're losing your progress. It means that your system is simply recalibrating. How do you handle it? Well, when you're on a high, don't get too attached. Enjoy it, but don't chase it. And when things dip a bit, don't panic. It's just a clearing. Stay in observer mode. Ride the waves without identifying too much. Number four, March's healing energy surge, breaking old patterns. This month is like a spiritual detox. If things are feeling extra intense, it's because March's energy is amplifying what's out of alignment, both personally and collectively. You might see toxic relationships falling apart. You might see sudden emotional outbursts, releases like grief, anger, sadness, seemingly out of nowhere. You might notice some big global shakeups as outdated systems are beginning to collapse. The point of all of this? The energy is flushing out what no longer serves. Instead of resisting it, let it move through you. If emotions hit, let them hit. If the situation is crumbling, let it go. Healing isn't always gentle. Sometimes it looks like everything is falling apart so that the real you can emerge. Your relationships are under review. Pay attention to who's supporting your growth right now versus who's just familiar noise in the background. March is highlighting where your relationships are nourishing versus draining. Who respects your boundaries versus who just pushes straight past them. What connections still resonate with the version of you that you're focusing on becoming now? Some people are only in your life because of old versions of you. If you're changing and they're not, expect some friction. This isn't about judging or cutting people off impulsively. It's about paying attention to what feels good, what feels right, and what doesn't anymore. Number 6, freeing yourself from hiding. One of the biggest shifts that's happening on the planet right now, people are realizing how much they've been holding back. Not speaking their truth, playing small, and hiding parts of themselves just to fit in. That old programming is getting washed all the way away this month. Expect moments where you almost go to censor yourself, but then something inside just won't let you anymore. March is calling you to step fully into your actual expression. Not the watered down version, not the acceptable version of you, but the real you. 7, the illusion of setbacks. Feeling like you're kind of backtracking, like all your work is unraveling? It's not. This is just the recalibration phase before the breakthrough. Think of a bow and arrow. For a moment, it looks like it's being pulled backward, but it's really just gathering momentum. This is how quantum shifts work. You don't see the results instantly, but you're being set up for a huge launch forward. Number 8, anchor boundaries and clarity. Feeling about fed up with people's BS? Good. Your energy is demanding more clean, more clear boundaries, and March is stripping away the people-pleasing patterns that don't work anymore. You'll feel less tolerant of energy drainers. You'll see where you've been compromising yourself, and you'll realize that you don't owe everyone access to you. This energy is about getting clear on what you'll accept and what you won't anymore. And finally, old gifts, new power. You might suddenly remember skills, insights, or abilities that you haven't tapped into for years, or maybe lifetimes. This could show up as a sudden surge in intuition, psychic abilities, remembering past lives or talents that you previously abandoned, feeling drawn to explore spiritual practices that you used to ignore. This isn't random. This is your soul's blueprint waking up. March is activating parts of you that have been dormant for a while. Pay attention. March is not going to be one of those business as usual months. And this is a reset. It's a big recalibration and an initiation into higher alignment. Let me know in the comments which theme resonated the most with you. What shifts are you already feeling? Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. We'll catch you in the next one. Later.